Hello, friends. Hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to the Football Mania. My name is Ganeshan, and I bring to you all the latest news, insights, and updates from the one and only world of football. Super Sunday is Super Sunday. It's a day to relax for everyone across the globe and take a chill pill because you get to see some live action, some exhilarating action from the Premier League. And just yesterday, if you were watching the Premier League matches, it would have been just the biggest excitement you can experience. Because as a fan, all you want to see is some goals. If you want to see entertainment, see some red cards, and you want to see a very end to end game. And that's exactly what we saw in the match against West Ham and Manchester United in the London Stadium. Well, everyone were expecting Cristiano Ronaldo once again to deliver after the disappointing defeat to Young Boys in the Champions League. Everyone were expecting United to bounce back in this match, and everyone knows that their away form is just incredible. I think it is 29 matches in which they're unbeaten, and it is a very phenomenal record, to be honest. And everyone would have expected a very close contest as well, because this West Ham team under David Moyes has been resurrect, and they have consistently performed. And even in the Europa League, we saw some very good players who were on the ball and trying to dominate the midfield. And going into this match, I was expecting United to play with the typical four men at the back, and Luke Shaw would be the man along with Van Bissaka, the fullbacks who would bomb in forward. And I was expecting United to dominate the possession. However, the first half turned out to be just what any West Ham fan would expect. It was complete proactiveness from West Ham. They were trying to, utilize the space in behind Luke Shaw and Aaron Van Bissaka. And this was something which was David Moyes' strategy. It was clearly evident in the first half that they were trying to exploit that space. They were not giving too much room for the likes of Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes to dominate in the midfield. And even Fred was doing his bit in protecting the back four and doing his defensive job for the team. And as the first half progressed, I was expecting United to slowly get into the game, give Ronaldo more time to get onto the ball and try to create space for either Mason Greenwood or try to take a shot himself. And his link up play with Bruno Fernandes has been good even for Portugal, and I was expecting him to again be very proactive inside the box. However, it was a very crucial breakthrough for West Ham. They took the lead. It was a deflected shot by Benrahma. Yes, that is unfortunate, but it's 1-0, and you're expecting United to bounce back. And I don't know why the referee was under heavy scrutiny throughout the match, because there were a lot of penalty claims in the first half where West Ham got the ball and Van Bissaka went into a late challenge, and it was deemed that it's not a penalty because he's trying to win the ball and he's accidentally caught the West Ham player. So things like that were there in this match. So it made it much more intriguing to watch. However, when Ronaldo is there in United, you know what's going to happen. He's going to put the ball in the back of the net. And again, we saw Bruno Fernandes with a very good cross, and it was marginally onside, I would say. A very good flick by Ronaldo, and on the rebound, he scores to equalize. It's 1-1. And going into the second half, you are expecting United to dominate, on the front foot. And once again, it was very lackluster because every time United had the ball, there were two or three West Ham players closing them down. And again, it was a very big controversy in the second half. We saw three times that Cristiano is inside the D box. He is either tripped or he is fouled, and the referee has waved play on. And you're expecting it should have gone to at least VAR, and technology is there to be used at the elite level. And I'm sorry to say this, but the Premier League referees are not consistent in the utilization of VAR. And I think one of them in which Ronaldo was actually tripped by the defensive player was definitely a foul, and it could have been a penalty. However, the referee is, I don't know why he's thinking that, he has dived, and it is sometimes very frustrating if you as a neutral are watching football, because you want to see fair decisions at the end of the day, and what you get to see is, mediocrity. And if this happens on a consistent basis, it is just going to ruin football. Let's be honest, we haven't seen many matches where, referees have been spot on. And even when I watched the halftime interval where Dermot Gallagher talks about these issues with the handball or marginal offside, onside, and the VAR decisions, it sometimes baffles me. And it has to be consistent. There has to be a strict protocol which has to be followed. Yes, the Premier League has been making some rules changes this time, and it was very evident to see that even the offside and the onside calls is, being evaluated by thick lines instead of thin lines. And everyone expected Manchester United once again, after not being allowed even a penalty, to somehow nick a win. And the substitutions by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really paid off in the second half. He brought on Jesse Lingard and Jadon Sancho. And in the 89th minute, you expect someone like Jesse Lingard to be fresh and very active inside the box. He gets one chance, he curls a shot past Lucas Fabianski. So you're expecting United to, manage the game. It's 2-1 and 5 minutes of stoppage time, right? You expect United to be very, conservative, manage the game, and take the 3 points. However, there was a twist in the tail. You are expecting United to literally have two banks of four and then be very, very conservative. Again, it's a very, very crucial decision. West Ham get a penalty thanks to Luke Shaw's unnatural position of his hand. And what does the referee do? He goes onto the monitor, he looks at where Luke Shaw's arm is, and he points to the penalty spot. And you're expecting anyone who would have seen West Ham play, they would have expected a player to take a penalty who is experienced. And yes, just before the penalty decision was made, I think it was Mark Noble who was brought onto the pitch, and he has hardly played many games. But being their talisman, he has been the main person who takes the penalties, and you're expecting him to score right at the death. But again, you have a man like David De Gea, a man who has been criticized a lot in the past. Before he was criticized, he was one of the best goalkeepers across the globe. And you can never ever underestimate the qualities of David De Gea as a keeper. His reflexes, his reach, and his instinct to know where the ball is going to end up is just brilliant. And it was a very wonderful save by David De Gea to give Manchester United all the 3 points. Any neutral fan who would have watched this game would have felt that West Ham are broke, and would have felt really disappointed for West Ham, because in the end of the day, everyone wants to see new teams performing well in the Premier League, and they at least deserved a point out of this match, to be honest. And David De Gea's brilliance once again showed that Manchester United is not only strong up front, but has a very quality goalkeeper. He's still reliable, and Tom Heaton doesn't even get a sniff in this team. So that itself shows that Manchester United are on the right track. They have once again clinched 3 points, and they are again in the top four. They are in the title race, and nobody can deny the fact that with Cristiano Ronaldo's presence, they look a very, very formidable team. And kudos to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he made the right substitutions. It was not like the young boys game where he's, looking for solutions and nothing happens. And he was not so passive as a manager. He's making the right calls, and it was good that even, Ronaldo was given that ammunition. Mason Greenwood and again Jadon Sancho coming in. It was a very good attack, and I felt that United, with the possession which they had, with the dominance which they showed in midfield, they deserved the 3 points. But let's be honest, such Premier League games don't come very often, where one team scores in the 90th minute and the other team gets a penalty and then again misses it. So this is something which Premier League offers a lot of excitement to the fans, and I'm sure that if you had watched yesterday's match, you would have felt the same. So, guys, what do you think about Manchester United this time? Will they definitely be title contenders? Will they be challenging for the top four as well? What do you think? Please drop in your comments and I would love to hear them. And until next time, stay safe, take care, and if you want regular updates from the football world, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.